check up on you. Hey girl style. Because you don't just say, hi, how are you? You're okay, good. Then you move. Have you been drinking your water? Especially in this heat, it's been hot.
Yeah.
I hope it's hot on Saturday though. I really hope it's like
it better be
hot on Saturday.
Because if it says y'all are not ready for the photos.
No, you're not. We're taking a short trip over the weekend.
Yeah.
I will take you. You'll probably have seen that by the time this video goes up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been hot, so we hope you've been drinking your water. We hope you've been minding your business.
Smashing
My
your bowl.
skin looks like it's saying I've not been minding my business because I have small breakouts.
But other than that, you look perfect.
But I think it's the hormones. But because it's about that time of the month. But it's what else? Smashing your goals. Have you been happy? Have you been doing things that make you happy, bring you peace? Make you a healthier person. We hope you've been well. How you been? How's your week been?
Wow, this has been like last week was one of the toughest I've had in a while. Because personal stuff and stuff like that. But other than that, I've been good. Yeah, I'm trying to go to class. I'm really trying. Like, hey guys, this education is not necessary. Honestly, it's not. But we're trying.
You're pushing.
Yeah, we're pushing.
Hey, me, I've been going to the gym. I've been dying yesterday.
Have you been
I
seeing
signed
her
up.
snaps on IG, you guys?
I signed up for a class, thinking it was a circuit. Initially, when I signed up for the gym, circuit was like killing me, as in I was dying. The first class I attended at the gym, for my first time back in the gym this year, was a circuit class and I died. But now my body has gotten used to it. So I signed up knowing it's a circuit class. Turns out it was an insanity class. And you cannot leave. And all the other trainers on the other side are busy. And the other side, because we have the like aerobic side and then we have the equipment side. So the equipment side was already so crowded because it's rush hour, it's in the evening. So the alternative is class, and I was there psychologically prepared for class, but not for insanity, guys. Phew, If you've done insanity, you know how you feel like a tear. A tear it's like a nose piercing. You feel like, I could cry. They even give us a free protein smoothie because they know they killed us. They never give us free protein. I've never seen
I can't
free
imagine
protein
because
smoothie.
everyone who's told me about intensity classes has been like, you see, master.
I told them, please, I don't want to lose weight. Do not take me into an insanity class again. Next time I'll walk out. But I didn't think I could do it, but I did it for 1.5 hours, and we're here. So today I'm not going to gym because number one, my schedule, and then number two, I did insanity yesterday. Enough workout for 2 days. But that's mostly how my week has been. It's included a lot of gym.
A lot of gym and a lot of free time.
Yeah.
And a lot of time with her mans. Me nimekuwa tu nikiona tu snaps niko like, child.
Which snaps so? Sheila is a real CID. She knows it.
I know.
And then she knows my house.
I will
his
tell her,
house.
just the background, I know this one. This one is not at home. I said, I'm like, this one is at home. I can tell for sure. Like, that's how CID level.
If anyone was to plan a surprise, my girls, Bev, Bacha, Sheila, Ndegwa, they would know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would know where I am. And if I'm somewhere it's not familiar, they're like, no, Koni wapi, where are you? So in today's video, we'll be talking about societal pressures in regards to dating and relationships and, all those things that come with the pressure in terms of who you are seeing or dating or whatever. Yeah.
First of all, why are you assuming that I'm dating?
Is she asking you guys or is she asking me?
I'm asking you. Is there anyone else in this room?
No, because
no. Is there
I
anyone
had
else in
receipts.
this room?
What do you even mean? I have receipts. What? Do you want me to post picture? I just airdrop from your phone. Please.
Okay.
Please, you don't want to come and kill yourself now.
So, let me see what I'm in right now. I'm in, can we call it courting? We're not in a relationship per se, but we could be heading there. So let's say we're...
Did I not tell you all? It's just that the camera today is a bit too far. And I've tapped on that.
So yeah, we're courting.
So what's your take on the pressures that come with it?
Personally, I just feel like these people are more open to sharing their relationships. And first of all, societal pressures is the reason I will not broadcast my relationship per se is because I might broadcast alafu nipate yo we're sharing a man. Why will I hide myself? You know, like those are things you look at when you're getting into a relationship. Because me, the worst thing you can do to me is cheat on me. So I guess your societal pressure to find out that I'm being cheated on, I think I'd die. Like I'd be in the pits. So like that one I really look out for, because I'm like,
You can't deal with it.
I can't still.
For me, it's because I believe the reason why I will not post my mans until we get married, or even then, I think you all will probably see it from the stories of my girlfriends. I don't think I'll post much about it, but it's because I really believe in people's energies.
True.
And sometimes without realizing it, someone may be speaking negativity into your relationship or thinking negativity into your relationship. I think that's also giving people too much power, but then it's something that happens. Because people think things, and people randomly, without thinking, they just say things that end up bringing a certain level of energy, without even your knowledge, into your relationship. So for that reason, I just keep it small and tight. My friends, my family, like close people, like if you matter, you know. If you don't, well,
you know there's someone, but you don't know who it is.
Yeah, because it's not your business.
I
anyway.
think I'll also take that path, because again, I'm very, what can I say?
Because then it can also make your partner uncomfortable. For example, if I show my mans, then you guys know me or Sheila from you. So when you see him, something like, isn't that? Then everything becomes so awkward for them when they're just going to the supermarket
Minding
to buy milk.
business, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and then he just hears someone whispering, and he's like, Or
I'm being watched.
You know,
it's like you're being
someone's stalking his page.
Yes.
So you just get rid of all that unnecessary stuff. For if you know, also by some of my followers, CID.
Probably they know now.
I know. Eve sent it to me. She's like, girl, I know this is your man.
You know, there's a follower of mine who DM'd me. She's like, I saw you at Roslyn, but I didn't want to come and say hi because you look so comfortable with whoever. I'm like,
girl. Yeah,
but personally, it's just because of maybe even people knowing who the person is just too much intel, because now they'll know where he works, what he does, and I just don't feel like I'm comfortable with that. You know, like I feel like what do I have someone? Maybe you'll see his shoes, his watch, his what, or maybe his face sometimes, maybe not, but at the end of the day, my relationship should be private.
Yeah, and it's okay if you don't mind sharing your relationship.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just that if you shouldn't feel pressured to hide if you want to share, and if you shouldn't feel pressured to share when you don't want to share. Like generally, just do what sits well with you, and
because there's this tweet I saw at don't post unless it's permanent, and I'm like, do whatever. If you want to post.
Yeah.
We are dying cooking. I mean, unaweza tu enda pale kwa barabara ugongo ukufe tu.
Sheila's favorite
and you haven't posted. Post. If you want to post it.
Yeah.
Don't fail to post it because people will be like, oh, let them think.
Because there are also very successful relationships of people who have posted. Patricia Bright and her husband Mike. She started posting him since way back when, and now they've been married for I don't know how many years. I think 5-6 years, and they've been together since she was 19. Now she's like 30. There's Jackie Aina and Dennis. Like
there's Shiko and Drama. I mean, they have a whole channel. You know, as in, if you feel like you need to post, society should not let you not post at it because and I think I'm tachana too.
And vice versa.
That
is one of the reasons why I decided, you know what, this posting my man's thing, I'm not doing it again, because people see people happy and they just run like it's a bad.
They don't want to be happy for you, and they can't help it. Like just people.
It's what people subconsciously. People don't even do it consciously. They do it very subconsciously. Where people can just be talking and they say, oh no, Sheila is dating that man. It's very random. It's like, what you know what I mean? Those small negative notions, I don't want to attract any of that. That's why I don't show my bank balance. That's why I don't share about my money, because the negativity is not about to go there. Like all the things that you're trying to protect, you just keep it private. Lifestyle things, they come and go, they change. Right now people will use a certain, say, the Canon G7X. In a couple of years, someone will be using a Sony A7 or whatever. Like those things change, but the things that matter to you, just treat them with caution. Yeah, and also in terms of societal pressures, I used to, like years ago, a couple of years ago actually, I used to be so scared of posting my mans because of the bar that had been set. by my ex.
Yeah.
So I broke up with my ex, yeah. Whoever I was with, will not go there. But they were trashing all aspects of everything, and they were not hot at all, like compared to my ex. So initially, I used to be so scared of posting, but I was like, you know what's the worst that could happen? Because at the time, I thought, he was a perfect guy and whatever. Turns out he was the most toxic person I have ever come across in my whole life. But just generally, that pressure of
How the person looks like.
yeah, and like, what is your reason for not doing something? What is your reason for doing something? You're not posting your mans. Is it because you're scared? People are going to say, oh, he's not as hot as your ex. Or is it just because you want to keep your private life private, So I think that's also another pressure that younger people may have, because when you're younger, I think as you grow older, you care a bit more less. Like every time you turn a year older, you care a bit less and a bit less and a bit less. So I think by the time you get to 30, you have no facts to give.
It's true actually, because we have this whole era of girls. Surely. These people who post their mans alafu wanamweka emoji. Mnatakanga nini? What do you want with life?
See you and you wanna post in public, but in
don't
private.
post at all.
See
crop
you
in.
wanataka.
No, crop in.
Wanataka
Sis,
kuweka emoji.
Because me, my friend has been done for that, and okay, me, I'm the meanest person ever, but I laughed, and it's from, okay, this is a whole other story. Let me not even narrate it, but this man was in love with this mama. By in love, I mean post Twitter, IG, Snapchat, everywhere. Then when this mama posts, first of all, post picture alafu anamweka emoji. Then he doesn't even talk about it. Anamweka hapo chini initials. I'm like, the whole post was about her bestie, who's a boy. It's like me talking about Sam. I'm like, hey, Sam is my everything.
But then it's a picture of your man.
Yeah. And I'm
the
like,
ghetto. What is the logic behind this?
Me, I laughed for even today. Like, if
Yeah.
you sit with Sam and talk about it, because ni Sam aliniambia, hey boss, kwani, what's happening to your boys? I'm like, which boys? Hey, I go and check. I'm like, shook.
But that's just being outright mean.
I mean, okay, we have digressed, but anyway,
Yeah.
another societal pressure people face is about money. Like, what does your man's earn? What does he have? I won't lie, but it matters to me, to be honest.
I think generally, even for me, it matters a lot more to Sheila. But for me,
What do you mean?
No, like, it matters to me, and then it matters to Sheila. That's what I mean.
Because I've had a couple of people who don't understand my spending habits, and I'm not about to explain how I spend and why I spend it.
And because I think we've had this discussion on the channel again before about, lifestyle change and all of that, and I understand what you mean, but I also believe having the financial muscle is important. For example,
love is good.
No. For example, I'll give you an example of what happened now. So we're just about to film, yeah. So a couple of days ago, Sheila tweets how she wishes she could afford like Delia's, like free, like it's your go-to ice cream. And I was like, yeah, I'd really like some Haagen-Dazs, but we let that slide. 2 days later, today, when we're about to film, Ryder calls. So Sheila's like, pick up, because me, I don't know who that is, because she was in another room, yeah. So I pick up and I'm like, hello. They say, I have a delivery for you from so-and-so. I'm right outside. I say, okay. He says, yeah, it looks like ice cream. Because I was like, when you watch it, it's like, it looks like ice cream. It's like, cool. Sheila goes to pick her package, and it is the same Delia's ice cream. If the boy did not have money, please tell me how he'd have bought the Delia's ice cream to just randomly, surprise Sheila. That's basically what I mean. Like, it's the small things, but the small things sometimes cost money. If you're going for a picnic, you'll need to make food, you'll need to buy food, etc. Like, it can be the small things, but the small things do cost some money.
Yeah.
But if the person doesn't have that
disposable income,
yeah, because you're going to be like, am I really?
Then for people, okay, like us, we don't live at the high life or life on the first lane, but I mean, go give me meet over. And so, like, right now we're going for tapas with our girlfriends.
I am so excited. I'm
now
going to tapas in
explaining
months.
to your boyfriend that he'd be like, no, you're overspending. I'm like, excuse me, sir, sit down.
No, hold
Overspending
on.
whose
Somebody
money?
telling me about how to
Yes,
spend my money.
me, I've been through that. That's why I'm
Really?
very particular.
I have never.
They
even
don't
my mother.
understand. They don't understand why you spend such on food, and I'm not in a position to explain that this is the work I do or this is what I like doing.
Yeah.
You understand?
Or this is what you
So
prefer
now
to
he
spend your
won't
money
spend money on what you want to do,
because you don't have the same interest, so he doesn't see the point why you're spending so much money on food you can just eat at home, but it is local grilled.
I can't deal by the
Okay, I get what
I'll speak for myself when I say I'm not even speaking at you akuanga sijui entrepreneur na sijui 100 cars and sijui na, just someone who has disposable income that is sufficient to fund my lifestyle. That's just it.
And I think also someone who has common interest, because like you said, someone can have the disposable income, but they don't see the point in spending on certain things.
Yeah.
So you can be wanting to go to Sierra, but it's like 6,000 on a one-night date for what?
Ati tukae home alafu sijui tutaenda out.
You know, because then they want to go out and you just want to go for dinner and come up. It's also important because the person can have the money. Like when you go out, he wants to buy drinks, but you don't want to go out. You want to go for dinner, have your bottle of wine, have your dinner, and then something polite, and then come back home. But he wants you to like go at a club, buy a whole 3 boutiques or whatever and stuff. So the common interest as well, and also another societal pressure I think is what to spend the money on. Where some people do things because it may seem like that's what everyone is doing.
Yeah.
I don't know what, because I don't think I know anyone who's going through that pressure. But where, for example, you're seeing guys are doing vacations, and you are trying this pressure of getting your mans to pay
for you
X amount for a vacation for 2 people, and food and transport and etc. Where live within the means. Yeah, occasionally have your trip, save up for it, but it's not that you go online, you find everyone is going on a vacation, and you can't be like, we need to go on vacation tomorrow, or we need to go on vacation next week.
I mean, at the end of the day, you're 2 people. You're not here to finish him. You're here to build him.
Yes,
so,
please, louder.
You're not here to finish him. You're here to build him.
Praise Jesus.
So, amen. Glory. So at the end of the day, you need to sit down and talk and be like, this is the maximum I can go, this is the maximum I can go for you, and this is the minimum I can go for you. Because also, like, what I've learned is, if I'm going to his place, most of the time I just don't go empty-handed, because he lives alone. So now I have to go with shopping, or sure.
I don't know, I'm acting surprised, but
because I eat
a
lot of food. And he also eats a lot of food.
It's 2 big appetites, guys.
So I just go with a thing, even though it's not shopping, like just a thing for him. Men also want to be spoiled, so that's a thing.
I don't think my mom has ever bought a single bottle of wine in that house. All the wine we drink, I rock up there. There's a time I used to rock up there with a whole box. Baka Chanarana used to know me because I used to stock up for the whole month. So I buy
a box of different.
Yeah. I pick and then I tell them to just pack it in a box so it's easier. So they don't go behind. When I take a few home, like 2, then the other 4 just stay at his. Because I don't drink the 2 quickly, but you see, because it's the 2 of us, the 4 makes sense being at his house, compared to them being at my house, because 3 a month is like, if I have decided every week I need like 2, 3 glasses of wine is when I finish.
That's doable.
So you just buy an assortment of whatever both of you like, because my man's really loves red, and me, I really love red, but I also love rosé, so I buy rosé for home. I digress, but usiende mkono mtu kila saa.
I actually know. I always tell people I don't know them like that, unless come and kwa kina kuga, I'm like, cheeky. Enough. But people who I don't know, I always pull up with a shopping. So if Kugi's man's partner is, okay, that's another story. Partner invites us for, let's say, dinner or something at his place, I'll have to pull up with, at least like a goodie bag, surely, of milk, bread, whatever, si ati nimeenda hapo tu, or wine, si ati nimeenda hapo tu, and he's doing everything, he's buying the food, is surely
hosting
etiquette. Oh yes, the cheating culture in Nairobi. So there's so much pressure for unaweza kuwa na haka kabenten, then you have a sponsor, or unaweza kuwa na sponsor like a small guy.
So you have someone who's funding,
someone who's giving you the stick properly, then someone who's giving you the money.
Oh really? No, I see things on Twitter, but you never know if Twitter is serious.
Yes, sis.
Okay.
Yeah. So, there is someone who's giving you stick
Ananyorosha.
Ananyorosha. Then there's someone who's giving you the money. And I mean, miuchoka, baby, miuchoka. Like, Nairobi has normalized cheating so much that
Twitter has done. Okay,
Exactly.
that is where, because on Instagram, I'm rarely on Twitter. I think if it wasn't for that okay post that I posted, which I low-key, I was like, no, because my Twitter was so quiet. I could scroll and then it's Sheila, Bev, Bacha, Mihlali, like 5-10 people, and that's it. But I'm not very active. But when you go on Twitter, you discover, wow, like, it's a lot.
cheating is...
It's so, like, people talk about it like
And
your
I'm
cup
not-
of tea in the morning.
I'm not okay with that,
Yeah,
honestly.
me neither. Because it seems so like it's
Same
a
as.
like if your man's is not cheating on you, he's doing you a favor, and that's not how it's supposed to be.
But he didn't cheat on me, therefore.
Actually, I was listening to the Woman Evolve podcast this morning, and it has different segments, and there was a part where she was talking about the Gucci Mane story, and it's the same way where we spend so much time and energy exalting these people who stuck by people who are cheating and doing all these things, as opposed to praising and congratulating the people who have not done any of that. Your LeBron Jameses and whoever. You know, like, we're here saying, oh yeah, Gucci Mane, his girlfriend stuck with him when he was cheating and all of, like, struggle. We've normalized struggle love,
Ride or die.
where we're encouraging struggle love as opposed to encouraging and putting on a pedestal the people who didn't need the struggle love. Like, where they struggled, it wasn't to that extent where Gucci was going to jail. He was so open with his cheating. He used to post with his different hoes and whatever, and then now is, because that's such a wrong example for people who don't know any better.
It's true.
Because us, we know better. Sheila
Yeah.
will know better. I will know better. But that girl who's just straight out of high school, who's meeting this 22-year-old, who's cheating on her and doing all these things, she'll use that as an example to stay there, and it's not the best space. It's the same thing with this normalizing cheating. It's not right. It's not fair. If you want to cheat, why don't you just be single so you can cheat with everybody, so that you're not hurting anybody's feelings?
And then
like,
it brings so much sickness. I mean, STDs. I say must, by the way.
yeah,
It's honestly, you know, it's not a must.
yeah,
It is not a must. Because again, now you become so hollow inside. You don't know, you have not experienced real love, you have not experienced real connection, real commitment. So literally, and now it translates to marriage also. You're like, now Lewa, but
yeah.
have you gone to a bar and seen people's uncles there who are married? Who walked down the aisle? Who changished for a wedding to go and cheat? Like, you know what? It is not a must. And
Yeah.
do you have anything to add on
No,
to that? Yeah.
That's the close of that chapter.
Please, it's see a must to cheat.
No.
See a must that you start falling for. This man who will show you the world but you're not attracted to them. See must.
Yeah.
If you don't like him, you don't.
Sheila should write a book about that.
Hey Jesus, ata kulete Russian embassy hapa nganga Putin, don't. It is not a must.
Yeah.
If he doesn't like you, if he likes you, if he treats you the way you want to be treated, but you don't like him, it is not a must.
Yeah.
If you're not sexually attracted to the man, it is not a must.
Yeah.
If it's not a must to cheat, by the way. And if you have high standards and you feel that you have high standards, it's not a must that you lower them for someone.
Yes.
Tafadhali, you will suffer alone. And if you feel like you need a man with a car, a man with a good house, go for that man, and don't accept anything less. And don't let society is mediocre.
And
at the end of the
because
day.
we care so much about this society, but who is this society? Like, who the fuck are they? Like, oh, they ni nani? As in, oh, nikina nani when you're worrying? Will they be there with you?
Same as.
As in, they'll talk for 2 seconds, and then the next day
And
there'll
those
be
people
something
who are
else to
talking
talk about.
have settled for less. So,
Yeah.
I mean, they have nothing to compare with.
Yeah.
So you literally have no reason to listen to what they're saying. If you
Actually,
feel that your standards are up there, don't lower them to get someone. No, don't.
Actually, most of the people who gossip and talk and all those things, like on an extra level, the people who they're not where you want to be. So who are they to tell you about what you need to do? You like, let me paraphrase because I I saw something online. I was just talking about don't take advice from someone who's not where you want to be. Juu anakwambia kama nani. Kama si yeye angekuwa anafanya hiyo, anakwambia angekuwa mali you're trying to be. So if just do what makes you happy.
At the end of the day,
Leave all these other voices, background noise. You see, there's sometimes when you're reading a book, you get so lost that you don't hear anything other than you being in the book. Like Sheila is calling you and you're like, huh? Like she's called you 5 times, like, because you're so immersed in the book. That's what it should be. You're so immersed into living your life and doing what works for you and doing what makes you happy with your partner that you don't have time for this background noise. And even when you hear it, you're like, it's whatever. Like,
anybody can stand.
Yeah.
So that said, please have yourself a lovely week.
Yes.
And what else?
Here's to new beginnings.
Yes, free from societal pressure. Or it will always be there. You just need to decide that you're not listening to it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Bye guys.
Bye.